Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. In this episode, I would like to, in the matter styled as Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger, direct your attention to a filing dated June 6th, 2023. It is being submitted by attorney Jay Logston. He is one of the members of Mr. Kohberger's defense, and he's asking the court here to take judicial notice of press coverage. What's judicial notice? Well, it is a filing that one of the parties will put before the court and ask the court to take note of something. Judge, please pay attention kindly, with all due respect to what I'm providing to you in this filing. And what this is a series of news coverages. There's several of them here, different media outlets that are not very favorable to Mr. Kohberger. There's some notorious things here. One of them compares Mr. Kohberger's body language to that of Lee Harvey Oswald. And we know from our history books, this is not something anyone would want to be compared to. Anyone's body language would relish being compared to, because Mr. Oswald is the assassin of President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Another one of these media stories is entitled "Father of one of the victims has a message for Brian C. Kohberger." And if you can imagine, if you look at this, it's not going to be a pleasant message. This is the grieving father of a child that he lost in such a horrible way. And this is a message to the person who the state of Idaho says committed the crime. Another article actually compares Mr. Kohberger to Ted Bundy. Now, Ted Bundy is one of the most notorious serial killers of all time. And so no one would ever want to be compared to Mr. Bundy. And what we need to take note of is that Mr. Kohberger has been arrested. He is 100% presumed to be innocent in the eyes of the law. That is the legal standard. We don't have to prove our innocence. We are presumed innocent if you're ever charged with a crime. And he's been charged with some very serious, very notorious crimes that people have been interested in. You know, we've learned in a prior episode, the Media Coalition has come forward to the judge and said, "Judge, this case has a lot of public attention." So we can just imagine now, with Mr. Logston for the defense giving the other side of the coin, this is what Mr. Kohberger has to deal with. This is what the defense has to deal with. You know, Mr. Kohberger is presumed innocent, but there's a lot of people who might be influenced, might not do their research into the case, and might be influenced by seeing story after story after story that's very negative to him, that doesn't promote the idea that he's innocent until proven guilty, and that the state of Idaho's burden is to prove every single element of every crime he's charged with beyond a reasonable doubt. That will conclude today's episode of the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. I want to thank you for joining us here today.